FRANCESFOX, and I'm a trained psychic spy. I was in a secret government program, which I never signed up for and I was never compensated for. But that's all right because it was my mission to learn what they had to teach me so that I can apply that today. Today, in the other dimensions, what's going on is chaotic. The graphic that you see next to me basically is what's going on in the other dimensions. Very difficult to maintain order on the physical dimension when the other dimensions, which completely controls all your energy bodies where reality is created, is going through the battering that it's getting. We are at end times and we're at the end of end times. I think we are in a stream of darkness to go to the light. I think it's going to be very difficult to maintain order and stability, particularly with what I saw yesterday entering the right shoulder, which might indicate a massive negative effect on everything having to do with money, economy, banks, paying bills, having food to eat, water to drink. That being said, the structure that we use to create our reality is symbolically the tree of life. And the center of it is shaped like a double terminated chalice with a funnel at each end. That is inside of you. And it is the Holy Grail that has been looked for. Your intentions are there. Intention creates reality. If you can keep bringing yourself back to center, what is my intention? You'll be able to create more quickly today than ever on the history of the planet. The problem is that outside of your center axis, which used to be called the causal body, there's so much chaos going on that you are like this. Today, I'm going to show you now the way we are looking today. This is your physical body. This blue is your etheric. The gold one is your astral body, but it's your spirit. Your spirit is your astral body. People hadn't noticed that, including me, until recently. It is, I usually see it inclined because most people are not willing to show what they feel. So their emotions, which are in their spirit body, spirit astral body, are to the side. So you just see this. Ha 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 ha. Today I see two of them. One's leaning this way, one's leaning this way. When they lean one way or the other, or both, there's an empty space. And that is where the really bad spirits jump in, that normally it would be called a possession. But the spirits that are waiting to take over that space are possessions, but the quality of the spirits basically turns a person into a zombie. So I believe we're going to very quickly go into a stage where people in 2 seconds flat are going to turn into a zombie because they're not in control of their emotions. But I should not use the word control. They are reacting emotionally and they don't know that they need to process. And the most efficient way that I have found is the purification mantra. Most people are too angry. That gold body, that's not what they look like. That body is red. When you get too angry, you could end up in jail. You could end up hitting your wife. You could end up picking up a stick and beating up the guy on the other side of the counter. That's not what you want. So you take your spirit, astral, emotional body, you put it to the side, which is called disassociation. And in the original Lord's Prayer in Aramaic, it doesn't say deliver us from evil. It says help us be in the present, which means that that spirit body would be totally aligned with your physical. So there's so much going on. A lot of it simply has to do with we didn't get our act together on too many things. A lot of it is spirit invasion from other planets where they want us to go into chaos. And a lot of it is the people that we love that died that never really properly went to the light because the people that were taking care of them with that ultimate ceremony of sending them off to the light really did not do a good job. And I deeply resent that because honestly, if you're going to do something, you should do it right. And you should check to see if it turned out right. And as I say to priests, why are there so many Hispanic spirits rolling around? I know all of those people had several ceremonies to send them to the light. That means the ceremonies aren't working. Let's do some self-correcting here, please. A little bit late for that. But those spirits, of which there are millions because it's from the beginning of time, are feeling the other dimensions because that's where they live fully. They don't have a presence on the physical dimension to be entertained by issues on the physical dimension. And they are very chaotic. My group, the Mantristas, we have a movement. And yesterday, coincidentally, or was it on Monday, we got together and sent off a whole boatload of spirits to the light. There's many of them, and they're not happy. They're scared because of what they're living. And on the physical dimension, we're scared. So now put your feet on the ground, now that I've scared you, but you're living it. You're living it. And if you are fine, you might be saying, everybody's gone a little bit crazy. What's going on here? What is this that I'm feeling? Why are the animals running around in circles? Some clockwise, some counterclockwise. What's going on? Put both of your feet on the ground. Let's get you into your assemblage of bodies. So exercise your root chakra, which is moving the sphincters of your anus. Do that. See how I relaxed? Apana mudra. 2 fingers in the center, touching the thumb, and then you put your hands on, don't hold them up in the air, put them on your legs, put them on the desk, and you'll notice that you are going to feel more centered. Check yourself and see if you feel it now. And then I think we need to do the mantra, even though I'm afraid. I love and accept myself, morning, noon, and night, because that's a purification mantra. It's a vacuum cleaner. It draws in your spirit body, brings it back to you. I recognize I'm angry, or in this case, I recognize I'm afraid. I love and accept myself. It's okay. It's okay. Shh. And it purifies out like a vacuum cleaner. It picks it up and it takes care of it. Even though I'm afraid, I love and accept myself. Let's do it 5 times. So your hands in the Apana Mudra, and you can do this all day long. If you have to study, if you have to take a test, if you have to sit still for something and you need to have your head collected, do the Apana Mudra. You can tell instantly that it works. So go ahead 5 times, even though I'm afraid, I love and accept myself. And it's repeated silently in your head. And you breathe out through your mouth. And if you could breathe into the lower part of your body, that would be good. That way you don't disassociate. I hear the words, we are very scared. Yes, we are very scared. And that includes me. Because sometimes knowing too much is not such a great thing. My office was in a chaos this morning, and I was at the center of it. Pull myself together, center myself, and the chaos stopped. The problems were still there, but the chaos stopped. So you have to come into your center, which is where your intentions are. And your intention is not to have your life get destroyed or have people fighting or whatever, however this manifests in your life now. Your intention is that your kids be happy, that you'll be happy, that your bank account be okay, that your new projects take off. That's your intention. That's what you have to keep going back to. My intention is to help this process, to help lubricate it, to make it easier for people by giving them information and coming up with techniques that are very totally cost efficient and easy. That's my intention. What's your intention? Having to do with this process? And then all day long, what's your intention with whatever it is that's in front of you that looks like it's falling apart? You breathe, you come back to center, you remember your intention, and all of a sudden, things collect themselves again. Even in end times, we create our reality. How this ends for you has to do with you and your ability to get centered. And if you're like, oh, I don't really know what I want, it's a little bit late. Do a mantra. Please, God, help me with my intention to know what I want. But meanwhile, I want this for my family, this for me. Get back to center. The lubricant for all of this having to do with family, which is what is usually most important for all of us, is love, not resolution of issues at this point. It's a little late for that. So simply remember how much you love them. It doesn't matter what they did to you or what you would like to discuss or what you would like them to apologize for. Doesn't matter. Remember the love, because that's what is going to lubricate the entire process. Our escape hatch may be through our throat, through our heart chakra. We don't really know. There are several ways that you can die in terms of what I've learned in Buddhism. And your spirit can leave your assemblage of bodies several ways. One of them that appears to be the easiest in what I see is through the heart chakra. So keep it open by letting the love flow, and just let the problems with families and loved ones, put them on a back burner. Maybe you'll never have to get back to them. Maybe it'll get resolved with whatever it is that's going on now. I'm Frances Fox, and I hope I'm your favorite psychic spy. I'm certainly working hard enough to try to become that. Love you a lot. Bye.